Yo, what's up, guys?
Yo, yo, yo.
How we doing? What episode are we on now?
27, actually. It's 27.
27. Peeps, we are on the 27th episode of the Streamer's Paradise podcast. Welcome. How's everybody feeling tonight? How you guys doing?
Yep, doing great, doing great. How about everybody else? Bo, you muted?
Yeah, good call, good call. I'm
Hey,
chilling.
There you go.
I muted when switched over to.
So, we got a few things that we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about networking, tattoos, and a new book that's coming out that Clutch was interested in. So, why don't you start it off there, dude? Why don't you start it off there, Clutch? You want to talk about tattoos? Who likes ink?
Yes, I want to actually just read it because that's what we got actually from the podcast topics. If you guys don't know the channel in the Discord you guys could use and we could talk about it. And it was a good question to ask. I feel like we're all involved in tattoos, right? Let me go back to it. All right, HazeyyVision. Tattoos would be a cool topic. Maybe talk about bad styles or things you personally don't like. Do they need a meaning, or they can be pure, or can they be purely for aesthetic? So, I got a few tattoos. Bo, do you have tattoos? Yes, I feel like you had one.
It's over here. No, I got this. I got chest piece.
Ah, okay. So
I
you do
got
got
on my back,
tattoos.
and then bro, I got like a what do I say, half leg, so a whole calf is done.
Okay.
On my calf.
I feel like a great way that we.
I was gonna pull that up. I was actually gonna pull it up for a second, and I was like, shit, I'm not that flexible.
Well, okay. Let me start with this. What was your first tattoo out of all of those? What was your first one?
My first tattoo was this one, actually, my arm. All my tattoos have a meaning.
Okay, so yours does have a meaning. You're the type of person that doesn't.
Every one of my fish, everyone. I was reading, yeah. So I actually thought about getting that tattoo because I thought it'd be funny, dopey. But then I was like, I mean, it's not that funny. Like not funny enough to where like I'm actually gonna get it permanently done. But yeah, I believe. Not that I don't think tattoos can be purely aesthetic, but I just have always gone on meaning. I know all of mine have a meaning.
That's lit. So that was the first one. What was the meaning to that first one?
So I'm not a big like religious guy. It's a rosary.
Okay.
But
Okay.
my grandfather was he was big into going to church, and when we were younger, like when he was alive, like I didn't have a choice but to go to church on Sundays. Obviously, one I was little, but if it was up to my mom, like we wouldn't have gone. But my grandfather was big into it, and when he had passed, I was really young, so like I don't have a ton of memories with him. Um, I remember it's like little kid stuff running around the backyard and stuff. But there's been some incidents in my life where, I've been into a couple car accidents. I've been hit by a car when I was on my bike. I was in a coma for a couple of days. I broke some stuff, pulled some stuff in my neck, but I walked away like perfectly healthy today. Um, there was a house that caught fire like across the street from my grandmother's house one night when I was sleeping there. And I woke up and I had a dream of him, and I woke up and it was weird because I went years without having a dream about him, and then I found out that another house had caught fire well before I was born on her block, and he was the one who had woke up and called the fire department. And when I found that out, it was very weird. So, while I'm not big into church and afterlife and stuff, I do believe he is my guardian angel, and that's why I have the tattoo. It's for him, not because I'm religious.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty interesting. Some pretty interesting things that have happened in life that lead me to believe that there's definitely a higher power out there, where, I can't explain.
See, I felt like my first one now was shitty compared to yours.
Sorry, maybe I should have followed up.
I mean, because so my first one, right, is simply some words lettering over here, but basically what it says is money is the motive. So my meaning behind it was that I plan to be like kind of rich one day. I hope so. I mean, whether it be the lottery, whether it be I don't know, whatever I do in life.
Whatever.
Hopefully, SP take us there one day. I always wanted to go. Like that was my meaning behind this one, basically.
Yeah, just to start some motivation, right?
Yeah,
Always look
basically.
at it and stay motivated.
Motivation, basically. Motivation.
My first
Hazy,
tattoo
Gotta ask
sucks.
Casey.
What's your first
know
tattoo?
he's
I
got
wanna-
It
I wanna
sucks
know.
because of like it has meaning, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's resubbed and gifted subs for this level 1 hype train. Thank you guys so much. Go 42 Twisted, Bang by Myself for the bits, Cobra Cakes, Big Doc. Thank you guys, all of you. I got a tattoo because my cousin got killed. My cousin was my birthday's coming up on September 14th, and she was born September 11th. Both of us were born in 87, so this would be our 35th birthday coming up. When we were 18 years old, in January of 2006. So in January of 2006, I was 18. And it was January 13th. I was at the movies. I was watching a movie called Hostel. It was in the movies. Me and my girlfriend at the time. And I got a call from my mom, and she was like, kind of strange. And I knew something was up, right? She didn't tell me. And then my stepfather called me, and he told me. And I flew up there, and, my cousin was killed in a car accident, 18 years old. So a week later, I ended up getting my first tattoo, which was of a frog. It's on my back right here, of a frog with, like, rest in peace, Jamie, in loving memory of Jamie, her birthday, the day she died. That was my first tattoo, and then I got, like, a couple dumb ones after that, like this Believe, in Chinese symbols, but then I was like, I'm getting real tattoos. I'm getting dope tattoos. Strong beard. Thank you for the 100 biddies, bro. Let's fucking go.
Let's go, check.
I started getting my sleeve of all my favorite movies.
I really like those, to be honest. Got Beetlejuice.
Good movie choices too.
And then this one is Freddy Krueger's claw, the glove. This shit hurts so bad, but they're not finished. I need to go get them finished. You know what I mean? Like it's
You know what I'm saying?
expensive, bro.
My leg is not finished. I started it 10 years ago. Because never finished it.
I'm the same way. I'm itching for more. I got like.
So yeah, then me and Chi have a matching tattoo that says "I promise" on our backs.
Aww. Where?
And I also have Chi's lips right here.
Let's go. Mark your territory. I like it.
Trying to see this one in the stream. Oh, yeah.
That's lit. That's
So
awesome.
she ended up kissing a piece of paper once when we were dating, like very early on. And I took the note and like we put it on the fridge, and it stayed there for years. And then after we got married, I was like, yo, I'm gonna see if maybe I can get these lips tattooed, like the actual picture. It was pretty easy. Like it was pretty quick.
Able
You know what I
to
mean?
just like kind of just trace it and then
You
trace
just-
it on the paper,
Mhm.
transfer it over, and
That's
hang
all
it out. Right?
They know how to photocopy it like automatically for you.
They're good. They're good. Yeah, they're good with that. Like, if you want something that's kind of like detailed but exact like that,
So
I feel
basically,
like a lot of people could do it. But it's those faces you have. Like, you can't go to just anybody for that.
No, this is
You have to go
photorealism.
to like an artist. You can't go to like a tattoo shop, so to say. Like, you can't just walk into a place and be like, "Hey, can I get Beetlejuice stuff?" Like, you know what I mean? You got to go to somebody who knows how to do that stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
guys-
You
can't
guys
fuck
used to
around.
watch that show? What was it, Ink Masters?
yes. Oh my god, it's been on Netflix too, ladies.
So
Have you watched
I
it?
asked my guy, I was like, yo, why don't you go on to fucking Ink Master? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you could fucking win that show.
Yeah,
Right?
actually,
Like, you could fucking win that show. Look at this shit.
That is awesome. So much details into it.
Yeah, those are good.
They be under the pressure though in that show, yo. They be doing 6 hours back.
Yeah,
to
but
back.
they
So
they
what he's-
find out like what you're good at, and then they make you do the opposite.
Yeah.
So he's good at every fucking thing, this guy. He's been tattooing since he's fucking 13 years old. He's almost 60. You know what I mean? Like, he's fucking...
Yeah.
He's been doing it. He's a big motherfucker, too, man. And he's got some serious back problems from being a tattoo artist for so many
From
years.
being like hunched over.
Yeah, dude. Just like people that work at desks that fucking get bad posture. But definitely, yeah.
What did he say to you though? What did he say to you? When you
Oh,
told him
he
to go
said
on?
there's no fucking way. The drama, the bullshit, the arguing, like, they want you to fucking...
Well, it's like
they want you to be an
Yeah.
actor, too. They don't want you to just be an
well, that's
artist.
the thing. It's like those shows. It's like you're yourself, and they're like, no, cut, like do that over again. It's like, but that's me. It's like, no, we need you to be like this. It's like that's not me.
Mhm.
But it's
Sitting up
that's why
straight
Jersey
for you,
Shore
Clutch.
makes so much money, dude.
I know. I'm doing it too.
Did it for himself. All right, so we talked about first tattoos. What's your favorite tattoo? Which one is your favorite?
Favorite?
That's what I wanted.
I don't know. I got a lot.
Yeah, it is scripted reality for sure. My favorite tattoo is probably I don't know. I like the one that I have with my wife, the lips, and I like my portraits and shit. But I mean, I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up getting the fucking SP logo just because it's been such a massive part of my life that, like, no matter what, I'll never forget this. That's a dope wolf, yeah, for sure.
Dude, I didn't realize you had such a big ass tattoo on your forearm.
Yeah, this whole back one is like covered with this one. This was like mad detailed.
It's nice.
Did you pay for that?
Yo, this one, let's see. And nobody ever believes me because it's my boy though. Right? He gave it to me for like $240,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and
That's
then I gave him
ridiculous.
like extra. I gave him like $300.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. My fucking
So
arm
crazy.
is like $3,000 right here.
Yeah, I
Like,
was gonna say for
it-
240, it's like
Just
I got a
this
couple
alone,
flowers now.
bro. Each face is like $600. Like, not even
I'm gonna
a
see if
joke.
I can bust my leg up here.
All my tattoos from the
I'll
same
put out
guy.
busting
I
my
grew up with him basically. I knew him since like I was like a kid. So
Homie-
like, he hooks me up. I go to his house. Like I don't have to go to the shop or nothing. So that's like usually like nothing was like
It's
little-
color.
I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, it's hold on.
Yeah, that's dope. Like, you like cards and darts and shit? Like,
I
you,
like gambling. This is a roulette table.
yeah.
No poker chips.
So I got
Some
two koi
fucking,
fish.
what do they call that shit? The, what are those Chinese Yakuzas?
Koi fish. They're koi
Some
fish.
Yakuza fucking tattoos?
Nah, they're koi fish. So they actually
Ooh, that looks dope, I
actually
bet,
have a lot of
Ragnarok.
meaning.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
fine.
they have meaning to them. So like koi fish is like a salmon, right? It swims upstream.
So, chat, real quick, let's get you guys involved. Post a picture of your tattoo and everything else pics. Post a
Yeah,
picture,
no,
we'll pull them up.
Pull up.
We'll pull them
I was
up.
about to say,
Yeah.
Ragnarok, I want to see your tattoo real quick. That shit sounds fire.
The so the koi fish, it swims upstream, turns into a dragon, right? It's supposed to signify a struggle with a word. So I have two fish, one's to represent me and one's to represent my son. It's like not just me and him, single
Nice.
That's awesome.
kind of thing. Someday when I finish, I'll have two dragons at the top of my leg.
I
Put,
got
the-
an anchor for my son.
put
Put
your
his name on it.
put your tattoos and everything else pics in the Discord, and we'll pull it up so that way we can show everybody your tats. If you want to show off your tat, now's your fucking chance.
See if I have an actual picture.
I want
peeps.
I'm not even looking at it.
We're gonna talk about networking right after this. Here we go with JF. JF is up right now. Let's go. This is a JF tattoo. It's an umbrella with
Okay.
a statement underneath
Nice.
it. That's a very thick umbrella. That's your favorite tattoo? Kyron, thank you for the gifted sub. Cod Lady said I'll pass on that. Nobody else wants to drop one?
I wanna
JF's
see
the only
dragons.
one?
I actually want to get an entire back piece. I want to do a phoenix.
Yeah, I'm not done. I
Like
definitely
I want to do a phoenix on my back, like rising from the ashes.
Looking for yours? All right, let's go. Get them on there. We'll give you guys a few minutes, and we can start
See
to
if I can
talk
find
about
it.
networking. I think it's going to take a giant part of this whole thing, but we can work in networking as we look at these.
Sure.
we come back to it. We're never gonna come back to this.
Yeah,
When
we can
people
just post them and then we'll come back. So that's what we're gonna do. Post them on in there, and let's get into networking. How many people find networking to be of importance? Like, is it on the forefront of their mind on the regular basis? And I literally am talking to chat here. Let me get some answers. And how do you feel, Clutch? How do you feel, Bo?
Go ahead, Clutch.
Well, networking definitely comes like a long way. Like people underestimate the networking. I want to go back to like the podcast topic channels once again because that's where you raise your suggestions. Fire Temper was the one that suggested it, right? So he said, "What is it? How is it done? Do's and don'ts when networking, and how to do it appropriately. When not to network, how can networking help you? What do you do as a content creator and viewer gain from networking? And how you and your collaborators contribute during networking for special events? And how can it benefit you outside of streaming? Willing to go more in depth in DMs if needed." Yeah, I said networking goes a long way. You have to network in order for you to really gain an audience, like your own supporters. Me personally, I always appreciate the people that I genuinely have a conversation with. They come into the stream, have a conversation with me. We go back, in the Discord all day, have a conversation. That's what I usually look forward to more than anything. And it's come a long way for me. Like, I don't think I've been successful without doing this,
I think that there's definitely two ways to do shit, right? You can either be someone who focuses on nothing but content and doesn't talk to nobody. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't talk to nobody, makes their content, talks to chat if they're streaming, but like works on content 24/7, always editing. Like, that is 100% a possibility for people to grow that way, but I don't think it is as fulfilling because you don't really know the people that are interacting with you in that sense, and you're not supporting other people in that way either. So I also genuinely get a vibe and a good feeling for seeing other people grow doing this and learning about this, right? Like, it genuinely makes me feel good to see new streamers come into SP that didn't know nothing about streaming, and they get a toxic-free place to learn for free, right? Everything, all of these shortcuts that we offer, right? There's no paywall, there's no nothing. There are people that offer what we offer behind like a $50 a month paywall. Like, they offer classes and courses for the stuff that we do. So I think that there's two ways about it. I think that you can be all content or you can be all networking. You can be a mix of both. Like, Kirchi is a giant mix of both, right? Like, he is a fucking pro gamer, but he's also a super supporter of mad different people, right? So it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's a fine line at all. I think that you can do both. I don't think you have to do one or the other.
Me personally, I'm big on networking. I think networking is huge. Not just for streaming, but I think you should be really networking for your whole life, right? Because you never know who you're meeting. You never know who you're meeting, who you're talking to, and what that can turn into. And it could be something 5 years later that you didn't think of, and somebody says, "Hey, man, I got this idea," and you're like, "Hey, I know a guy that's got the same idea." And we were looking for a third person to make this work, and now we can make it work. So you never know what you're going to run into in life. I think you should always be, whether it be streaming or anything. You never know when you're going to want to leave your job. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, when you need a connection.
It's always knowing who to go to for what.
The three of us know each other because we networked in another place, right? And now we're on a podcast with coming up on 30 episodes. Almost a year of podcasts, right? With 95 people in the chat.
But that started when did we start the podcast? We started the podcast
November.
A year ago.
November.
Right,
yeah.
November, and we met each other
like
over a year prior to that.
Yes.
It's been almost
over a year before that, yeah.
Because we met in 2020.
We met, right?
We met in 2020, early 2020.
Yeah,
and
so
now we're in
3
late.
years, right?
It's been over 2 years.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's almost 3. So in May or April, it'll be 3 years, roughly. that we met, right? So it's like again, 2 years later, or a year and a half later, like you never know what's out there.
This is a
So I think people should
non-Mrs.
network all the
Warlock
time.
tattoo. This
Destiny
is dope.
King. That's just dope.
That's nice. I like that.
That's Destiny 2 Warlock. This is...
That's Arc. He's got to be soup for Arc 3.0.
This is Savage Cess 441. Forever loved, forever missed. Mom. And this one's
A lot
for
of
her
meaning
sister. Damn, that sucks, man. I'm sorry you lost them both in the same year within 5 months. Damn, dude. Your 15-year-old sister's
that.
name in like graffiti ink. That's dope. That's Sour Diesel. No back tap pick though. What? Here's a neck
Ragnar,
one.
that's what,
Neck one
it's gotta
for
be hard for Ragnar
Ragnarok.
to take that picture.
Neck tattoo for Ragnarok. And his hand tattoo. I like the hand tattoo. That was fresh when he got it. Yeah, look how red it is.
Just add the tattoo, please.
Within a
So literally
month. Fuck. Jeez.
The
Man.
artist is literally like dipping the needle in more ink, and he's already snapping the pictures.
Sour Diesel got tattoos on his hand.
The hands hurt, man. It has to hurt, don't it? I mean, I don't have a hand tattoo, so I don't know.
Me neither. I always wanted to do like the manual transmission, like reverse in my palm, but I knew it would wear off, so I never got it.
Here's Dopey.
What a dope.
Damn, I didn't know you had a big old back piece like that.
Gee.
It's
That's
on
not
his
detailed,
arm. A money
That's
flower.
crazy.
That's dope.
Let's go. I got a
Something. Sometimes the right path isn't the easiest path.
I like that. I actually like that.
I love the meaningful tattoos.
So networking is definitely a key, right? So Streamers Paradise is one of those places that are allowing you to network for free with people that are in the same place as you, on the same apps and the same streaming communities, right? And then they all have their own communities as well. Like the ability to meet people is without fucking. You can meet people from everywhere. There's so, dude. I mean, all different types of life. All different kinds of fucking people, man.
I think from the years of being with you guys the whole time, we went through like a couple thousand people.
Dude,
like,
we know people.
couple thousand,
We have, dude, we've been doing this. I just want to paint this picture, right? And tell me if I'm wrong. Agree with me or don't. We got people that fucking can edit videos, do overlays, right? Fucking sound alerts. I mean, anything that you can think of. Fix your shit, all your shit, whatever you think of. Any aspect of streaming, any aspect of like doing something in here, we have the answer to it. Like somebody that is close to us in our circle. We don't have to do nothing, right? If we get these fucking overlays that JF makes now, these things were fucking. Bo, how long ago was it? It was 2 years ago that you and I were trying to find somebody who didn't charge us $200 to fucking make this shit.
Do something, yeah.
Right? Now JF makes it and we don't even ask.
So we were trying to like figure out like how can we get this stuff done at a price that makes sense for where we're at, right? Like consider we're not bringing in a ton of money, right? Like we can only put out so much money, right? Because we don't bring in like a lot of it in. What you do bring in, you're giving it back out, right? So what can we do? And it's like now, yeah, you're right. JF is like, hey, I got a new one for you.
Yep.
They just send it to you, like, hey, look at this.
Clutch is editing videos. We got a fucking socials team, right? A socials fucking team that is pumping out fucking viral content now. Like we have turned into something bigger than I could have ever imagined. And then you want to know how we did that? Networking.
Basically.
Literally
Yeah.
networking.
That's all we do.
What's crazy too is you say like we talk about networking for streaming, right? Because that's what we're all here for. But it's like, there's how many people you think in this Discord can help you with something you might need outside of streaming that would be willing to help you. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like, dude, like I talk to Chaos a lot, right? So I still talk to Chaos. He's like super busy at work. They keep promoting him. The job is crazy. But now that I'm in a new job and I'm like kind of IT focused, I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, because this is what you do. What certifications do I need to make sure I go get? Like, where do I start? And he puts me in the right direction. Make sure you get this one. This was not it's not important, right? And it's like, you know what I mean? And without streaming and without networking in a streaming Discord, I wouldn't have a friend like that to go to for that.
oh yeah. Yeah, you
Right?
meet
So it's
all
like,
kinds of people in here.
there's so many people. Like, you should always be networking, and that's how you like. That's honestly how you build your stream, right? You're not like, I want to tell everybody go here and network for streaming. Go make legitimate friends, and then those friends will be in your stream.
Right, and then more stuff comes with that. It's just a natural thing, right? Like, you don't go out looking for people to come into your stream. You go out looking to make friends, and you go out looking for to make connections with people. You can't have the expectations, and that's where people fuck up, right? They have the expectation that people somehow owe them something in a way, right? Like, is that what you would say it is? Owe? I hate
feel
to
like
say entitlement.
100%. Oh, I 100% say that, like, because they look at it wrong, right? So they go sit in the stream and they chat for 10 minutes, and they feel like that person should now be in their stream for 2 hours.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because they paid attention, all right, so let's just say it's me in your stream, right? I come in, I talk to you for 10 minutes, then I come back and I'm like, hey, Hazy wasn't on my stream my whole stream. And it's like, to me, I focused the 10 minutes I had, right? Because I'm networking, I'm networking. What I think is networking is spend 10 minutes in this stream, 10 minutes in this stream, 10 minutes in this stream, 10 minutes in that stream, and then I'll get 4 people in there for 2 hours, right? Even though you only spent 10 minutes saying, hey, what's up, out of their 4-hour stream. Right, so it's like, instead of building a relationship in, say, the Discord and then spending time in their stream and chatting with them about the games they're something that they're not talking to them in Discord about, but about the games they're playing, right? And actually putting in that kind of time, they just put in the 10 minutes and expect these huge results.
Right. The surface level stuff can't
that's not networking.
Right. No, for sure. But that is a giant difference, because when you spend a few, wait, what? That's not how it works. So when you spend time getting to know people, if you actually like those people, right? It's easy to be around them. It's like you want to be around them. That's the whole point. You don't, and that's where the support for support thing gets. Support for support is not you spending time with people that you like. Support for support is you spending time with someone or tabbing someone up or subbing to somebody with the expectation that they're going to do the same thing back, right? That's not a friendship. That is a business deal almost. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, pretty much.
You know
it's like
what
a
I mean?
marriage. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We got the partnership.
So we're here. This is the job. Yeah.
And when you stop, I'll stop, right? That type of shit.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you have to actually genuinely like the people that you're fucking talking to, and that's where things get strange, I guess, when it comes to what streaming's become. I don't know. COVID turned streaming into something crazy. Like these things didn't happen before this, right?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Oh, right, because you're a COVID
streamer, dude.
Yeah.
So so what happened was, well, it's not even that. It's like, so COVID had me home playing video games. I used to play on a console, dude. Console on a 65-inch TV, and then it was like, I'm home, nothing to do. I was playing more games, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I just went and bought a monitor so I can, because I had the Xbox that did like 120 frames, right? But my TV couldn't do it, so I got a monitor to use that, and then. You've all seen my setup. That's where the fuck somehow I went from a monitor to the fucking this thing.
Yeah. Well, I have what you have there too, besides the computer. You know what I mean? Like fucking.
Yeah, but I was like, I simply just got into it. Like, I was streaming from the console, right, and playing on the monitor, and then somehow I was like, yo, I need to get a webcam. I need to get a computer, and then it was just like, fucking COVID streamer.
Yeah.
I wasn't a COVID streamer. I actually streamed it like a year before COVID, but I wasn't. See, like, this is a good point on networking, right? Because I wasn't a streamer that was on Discord. I
Me
was
neither.
actually just on Twitch, just trying to get clips. And then on my Facebook page, maybe go do the follow for follow shit. I was actually one of those type people, right? Didn't get nowhere. Shit didn't do shit. Like, I was just doing nothing. And then COVID came, and then one of my homies told me to go on Discord. And then that's where it officially changed my life. Like, that's where I pretty much met all of y'all. That's where I got affiliate from the connections I make, from me talking to chat and building these relationships. That's pretty much how it started for me.
You think you're
When I
unapproachable?
just kind of, I got into it and then was just like kind of got the ball rolling one day. But it's so that reminds me, because that's like when I met Hazy, and I was talking to Hazy. I was talking to Hazy a lot back then, because I was like, this dude he came into that Discord with all the numbers to be an affiliate, but wasn't an affiliate. And I was like, yo, like, why are you not affiliate? Like, he's just like, I just don't know if I want to do it. Like, I remember trying to tell, like, bro, just sign the papers.
I remember that.
Like, just do it. I remember he was like, he's been streaming for a long time, since before that Discord, and he, like I said, he had the numbers. And he just was like, I just don't know if I want to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
if
I
wanna
didn't
hit the
know.
affiliate button.
It didn't matter though, right? And that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. They get into it for the money, and I was doing it to give fucking money away
Just
the
to
whole
do it,
time.
yeah, just to do it.
It was just like you fucking give it away, all kinds of shit. But then, dude, I do and don't. I have no regrets, right? I have no regrets, because me and Chi are fucking tight as ever, and you know, I love my wife dearly. So we put down the games together for like over a year. We just dropped, once we got married, we were like, yo, we put down games. Like, we stopped playing games. I don't know. We did shit together and spent time together and talked more. And when we slowly got back into games, it wasn't the same way as it was then. I was completely enthralled in Destiny, and she was not. So that leaves a giant gap in your life, right? Like, there's a wall there that nobody can understand.
I can.
Well, you can, and only you can understand it if you're hooked on Destiny.
Because I play Destiny.
Yeah, you can only understand it if you're hooked on Destiny. So it's like, that was just so bad, me playing that game, and it was right as Destiny 2 was coming out. I stopped streaming. I was streaming Destiny 1, and I was pushing 10, 15 viewers sometimes, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy to think about. Like, I couldn't really imagine where it would be now if I had never stopped.
If it just like kept going.
Yeah,
with that, like, with
because I had fucking COVID propelled so many people into like partner situations and shit. If I had a community before COVID, imagine, because I did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people had money to
Skyrocketed.
kind of, I don't want to say waste, but everybody was looking at it like extra money.
Yeah.
Everybody's got extra money from the government to, like, you know.
oh,
just
dude, it
check
was
money
going
out.
everywhere. Everybody was fucking. Dude, there was so much subbing going on around COVID time. It was crazy, dude. People were spending thousands of dollars during that time.
Yeah, people just got those fucking checks. It was like,
Like the $600 a week,
You know,
$800 a week, they were dropping
unemployment.
bands, bro.
Pumping them.
That's great. That was
Bands,
Yeah.
bands. Massive.
I remember.
That was part of the reason why I made sure that money had nothing to do with this fucking place, because I
Well, because
remember.
that's the time. Yeah, that was.
I remember that fucking oh my god, dude. There is just so much cringe to it.
I don't want to even get on the topic. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
no, me neither.
It really hurts me because of like the positions that like I was in and Clutch was in, and the fact that like the way it worked, it just made some of us look worse. That like it looked bad for no reason.
No, I get it. I've seen. I mean, I never would have fucking known how like fucking dirty Discord can be. Like, and when I say Discord, I mean like actually Discord. Discord communities can be fucking dirty. They can be dirty, man.
no cap.
Yo, I gotta run. I got 1 second. My kid is like screaming.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
So they can be dirty, bro, and I don't know why. I don't know if people ever do that shit intentionally, but there have been several places that I have been in that are incredibly toxic. more so than I could possibly express verbally with any type of in any type of articulate fashion, right? I don't know how I would describe. How would you?
I mean, it's just like this different people. They're just people in general. Some people are just like tough to deal with. I feel like that in like an everyday life, in a work life. There's like one worker that you probably can't deal with because he's a little bit of asshole or some shit, you know?
Yes,
But
but
this
they end up in positions of
of
as
being
lead.
management and then using that as advantage and taking their abuse out other people. You know, I've been going through that since the beginning, you know, and I didn't expect that at first. Like, I was trying to come in here and just do a good time. Like, I always play games before this, regardless. So streaming was just an extra hobby. But then Discord came, I got to meet new people, and you know, like I was building relationships. I was looking forward to doing everything. But then it's just like you get to those tough moments where you just realize like some people are just so two-faced.
Yo, that's good thing they gave you $2,000 a month. That's fucking dope, dude. They were giving Americans like way more than that. I feel like they were giving people almost like 4 racks a month, because you could get up to like $800, I think, max, because or 900 maybe even, because you were getting $600, right? And then you were getting your your unemployment money. So whatever unemployment money you had, then you were getting $600 added on top of it. So if you were getting $400, which was the maximum amount of money probably, right? You were getting $1,000 a week. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude. People weren't making that kind of money when they were working.
Bro, I was working at the time, wasn't even making that money. Like,
I didn't make that much. I don't remember what I was getting. It was
I
like,
only got 2 checks that Trump sent out. That, you know, I got the, what was it called again?
oh yeah, what the fuck did they call that? Stimulus money.
Stimulus. There you go. Sent that out twice. I think you get like what, 600 for yourself and 1,000 per kid.
I
Or was
don't
it 8?
remember.
Or something like that. 'Cause I know I got 1,600.
I got
but
furloughed
kid.
for 5 months, I think. I got furloughed. That wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? But I got furloughed. You remember that? How I had to go back to work eventually? Because that was the other Discord was still going on where we met, right? Like, I had to go back to work at one point. And I remember being sick. Dude.
Yeah, I didn't get to experience the break. I worked the whole time. Once COVID came, I just worked from home, basically. They had my laptop.
Yeah, but that's dope too, because you were fucking. I knew it seemed like you were home through COVID because you was always on fucking Twitch and on Discord and shit. Got you. Now it makes sense.
Makes sense, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. COVID just helped everybody in general. Yes, I think it did help me more because that's when I started streaming. Like I said, I got into Discord. That's when I got affiliated with that first Discord and just took off from there. I built relationships, you know. I think this is the difference with me. Like, I didn't have expectations. You know, I'm living a good life. I pay my bills. Like, you know, I go on my basis, right? But I enjoy like helping people out, and I think it proves that like my success, I guess, overall proves networking is really key. I love every single people in the staff, every single members that come here in the Discord. I know members just like people before me that's been doing this shit longer, not doing what I do, and like barely hitting their payouts. Like I be seeing them complain about that shit. You know, I hit it pretty much my whole time streaming since on Discord. I probably missed like 3 months basically. My whole time streaming.
That's a blessing, bro.
And that's a blessing in itself because it proves that
You're doing
it
something
was
right.
because I was making these relationships. Without those friendships, the people, everybody in here, I wouldn't be able to have that, you know. And I genuinely love it. I love developing relationships with everybody here. We're gonna keep going and keep going. And I want everybody to take networking serious because that's really key. I'm telling you, really key.
This is a tattoo from Ragnarok on his leg, a buddy who he lost to suicide.
Loyalty is lit. I love that lettering.
This is Sour Diesel's daughter's name and her date of birth, and the cross has his 2 grandfathers and grandmother's name and their date of birth, the day they died.
I love the tattoos that always have me. I'm a big fan of. Don't get me wrong, I love the aesthetic tattoos, but
My son caters
show me
foot when he was
something.
a baby.
Something more simple with meaning, and I'll appreciate it.
This is Savage Jess for her brother. We have a very close relationship. Those are very nice tattoos, I think.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, my wife was in the shower. Sorry about that, guys. My wife was in the shower, and dude, if I could hear the baby screaming through these headphones on, I knew something was going on, dude. I was like, I gotta go. Like,
Nah, could be
I don't know if he had like a nightmare or something, man. I don't know what was going on.
Ain't no worries. We understand.
But yeah, so where were we at?
Who's on the
Networking. Networking. I definitely think networking needs to be done on a daily basis, and like I said, not just for your stream. The other thing, that's another thing too, is like if you're networking, right? I take every I want to say like encounter almost as a networking chance. Especially again, I have a whole new job, right? So I'm always networking there because you never know like who you're gonna meet can help you grow that corporate ladder. But dude, I'm in these meetings, right? Online meetings with the webcams and stuff, right? And I could tell you who streams and who games because of their backgrounds, man. I remember I had this meeting. I don't know what her position technically is in relation to mine. I just know that I have to go to her for certain things in our system to learn how to get like permissions and stuff. And I remember, I think the first video call I had with her was like, "Oh, she's a streamer," and I asked her, and she's like, "Yeah, I've streamed on Twitch." You know what I mean? It's because you kind of know what to look for. Like you know, she had some pictures, just the way like the background of her room was set up. I was like, yeah. I have to blur mine because like this light, I don't ever turn this light off. Here, that light, I don't ever turn it off. So even with the blurred background, like, you can still see the thing scrolling.
I think so. Just
in all my things.
Ragnarok, I believe that too, man. Not a lot of people don't know how to network either.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
It's just we gotta kind of show them the way with our plan.
yeah, like because what we did to Hazy, because what we did to Hazy last week.
Listen, so pull them up right now. We got 5 minutes basically for you guys to eat them. Eat the whole bag.
The whole bag.
Eat like 3 of them at once. Get your Takis.
Oh, this? Damn, okay.
Eat like 3 of them.
I gotta get.
I don't want to put it in my hands because I'm trying to game after this.
I'm trying it.
Eat a few. Come on, quick. Roll with Rich. Thank you for the biddies, brother.
He's just upset about last week.
How do they feel?
Good, man.
You like
Not
them?
too bad yet. Not too bad yet.
Oh, this is whole bag, dude.
Is it bad?
It give me like a salt and vinegar taste.
You don't like it? You do like it?
Just the chili lime. No, I love these things.
Yeah, fuck that. Ugh. You like them, Clutch?
Like I said, so far it's not bad.
Right, but do you like them? Do they taste good?
They give me like a salt and vinegar vibe, and I actually like salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar?
Yeah, you know salt
It's the lime. It's the lime.
I love it. It was the lime.
Yeah,
I like
these ones are like a
macaroni,
lime chili.
so it
Lime
makes
chili.
I'm gonna wait till like it's probably gonna like burn and stick after. That's what I want to see.
We're just trying to help Hazy along with this now. We kind of tortured him last week.
Yeah,
What's good,
I
Georgie?
felt bad. So,
Ragnarok said, I don't network at all. Just put some stuff on YouTube. What?
That's definitely a different road to take, and it will get you nowhere. I don't think.
That's... So you like the way they
Not
taste?
gonna lie, I can't. Yeah, I like these things.
Fuck that.
Fuck up my whole mouth. But
it's all right.
They ain't Takis, man.
I was gonna say, I feel like the only way, and I don't know how Ragnarok. I don't know his gameplay and stuff.
He does like trophy hunting stuff.
No, I was gonna say unless you're like a Nick Merckx, right? Like or ex-pro player or somebody, like your gameplay is only gonna get you so far, right? Unless you become like Nadia, right? And people start talking about you and bashing you, so to say you're a cheater, right? It's gonna be hard for you to grow simply on gameplay, like Twitch, with no network.
Yeah.
I think Ragnarok networks all the time, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's teasing. I feel like he's teasing.
I think he's joking. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying in general. Like, unless you have like insane gameplay like that, like I feel like if you want to go somewhere, you're gonna have to be networking.
I was saying for me, it paid off. Like, you know, like, and I don't even wanted it to pay off. It's just like I know it paid off for me, and I enjoy doing it. It definitely comes. And you can do it a lot more than I can. You know, I feel like I could do it a lot more, but you know, sometimes life takes over, and we all do things. But for the most part, I would not be here today without it. This setup.
I would say I feel like networking is the hardest part.
Networking, I met you, Bo, and it inspired me to get a PC, and now I got this setup because of you. Basically,
Well, not because of me.
I mean,
Just,
I moved my room over here, got the PC now, you know, decent camera to be able to do a Discord with y'all, you know. Tell you, I was a console streamer
For the longest.
I mean,
for the longest.
I just got into streaming to record gameplay, which at the time I thought was good. Then I started getting into streaming and watching other streamers, and I was like, my gameplay is ass.
I'm not good
so
at the
now
game,
I have
dude.
to come up with the personality because ain't nobody coming here for my gameplay.
We got 10 minutes left. I think we should touch on the last topic.
Yeah, we're talk about what was this book? Yeah, I was about to ask you what's this book about.
Yo, play the first link I sent you. Play the first one. We can start off with that and then just make our comments from there. I think I try to send it in order, basically. We might not get to it all, but whatever.
Networking, and like there was another topic in there about streaming do's and don'ts that I kind of want to go over, but I think that's going to be a whole episode.
Nah, man, we could bring it up for the next one if anything. Remember, use the podcast topic channels. That's definitely what I want to do. Whatever is like the most reactions to, like people that want to see what we talk about, we'll put those up for topics. You know, we got to get that involvement in there. So if you guys want to talk about something, let us know.
He's the creator of all your favorite childhood shows, but should he have been given that much power?
Yeah, that. It kind of explains everything into it, basically.
Everything Jeanette McCurdy said about Ariana.
Last week, Nickelodeon.
Jeanette. Yeah.
That's McCurdy
right.
who played.
Let me mute this.
And it's literally her posing. Jeanette McCurdy, who played Sam in iCarly, recently released a book called I'm Glad My Mom Died.
What?
And it's literally her posing and smiling and holding her mom's urn that seems to be filled with like confetti, I guess. And it's a great cover, right? But it's a memoir explaining her experience within that industry as a child star and how she was abused by her mother from a very young age. She started acting at 6 years old, I think. Jeanette, aka Sam, got offered $300,000 after she parted way from Nickelodeon to not address anything that happened inside of Nickelodeon publicly.
$300,000?
$300,000, and she declined it. It gets even weirder when you consider the fact that Nickelodeon has this weird obsession with feet.
Dan Schneider, right?
Dan Schneider is his name. Her first kiss was on camera with Freddie. Dan Schneider appeared on set to direct that specific episode, and he kept giving her cues on what to do. Like, I need you to do more head movement during the kiss. I need you to do whatever. And she said she was so uncomfortable because I think she comes from like a Mormon background or something like that, like a hyper-religious background. Stars throughout various Nickelodeon shows, like they would expose their feet and do weird stuff to it, like squirt ketchup on top of it,
Or
slime,
draw like faces on the toes and
suck
stuff.
their own toes. Ariana Grande
Wow.
sucked her own toes on camera and did a whole segment where she's in bed being like a child and then doing these things with her. Jeanette McCurdy, who played Sam in
Clutch.
iCarly, recently released a...
What the fuck do you got us watching, bro?
That's basically what the book was about. That's.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Exposing
book, and
Nickelodeon.
it is
Well, how do you feel
brutal.
about
She
it,
did
though? Like-
not hold back.
How do I feel
already
about what? About how she's been abused
explained
by her,
all the
her fucking stage mom? Of course I think that shit's legit. Her mom was making bank on her, guaranteed.
I'm saying from
Yeah, a lot of these
6
child
years
stars,
old,
man.
like, that's crazy.
I'm
As a
not, yo,
kid.
they've been saying, so that's the guy from Good Burger. You know how to drive a motor vehicle? Apparently, like, he's a big shot in Nickelodeon, and I didn't know that. I didn't know homie was like a fucking producer in there or whatever.
Yeah, man, he's been like producer, directors, like behind all those shows. This is one of them. Zoe 101, fucking all that. Supposedly, like like a lot of shows.
I
Yeah.
remember all that.
Accusations
Yo, but like a lot
and
of
the
these
shade
people
that
went
was
crazy.
thrown between the two
What
of
was that?
them.
Oh,
If you need the
Amanda
backstory,
Bynes?
watch these
Did you all that?
videos. Just to start off, Jeanette was not happy that she was doing Sam and Cat. Nickelodeon originally promised Jeanette her own show, which was gonna be about Sam becoming a guidance counselor, and then it got flip-flopped and switched around and turned into Sam and Cat. So Jeanette didn't even want to be doing the show in the first place, and I don't blame her. And then she went into detail about the jealousy that kept growing that she had for Ariana. She explained that when she was working on iCarly, she booked 2 different movie roles, and that they refused to write her out of a few episodes so she could not take the roles and she could not do the movies. But Ariana got to miss work for a whole week when she needed to perform at the Billboard Music Awards. And the writers wrote her out and made her stuck in a box the whole episode. And Jeanette was pissed about it. Are you kidding me? So I have to turn down movie roles, but Ariana's off whistling at the Billboard Music Awards. F this. Ariana misses work in pursuit of her music career while I act with the box. I'm pissed about it and I'm pissed at her, jealous of her. I grew up in Garbage Grove with a hoarder house with a cancerous mom who constantly wept about not being able to afford rent and utility bills. Ariana grew up in Boca Raton, Florida, in an incredibly wealthy town with a healthy mom who could buy her whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted. Gucci bags, fancy vacations, Chanel outfits. So at this point in her career, Jeanette is just not happy. She's constantly unhealthily comparing herself.
Who the fuck's writing all that shit?
That's her.
But where is she?
That's
Was
her.
that from the book?
In the book that she wrote, she's reading everything that she wrote
To
from the book. It's
Ariana,
literally
her mom
saying
is
it.
either chronically ill or has passed away at this point because she died while they were filming Sam and Cat, and Jeanette didn't even get a break. I wasn't such a good sport to begin with. I wouldn't be in this predicament in the first place. I wouldn't be on this blank show saying these blank lines on this blank set with this blank hairstyle. Maybe my life would be entirely different right now. I fantasize about it being different, but it's not different. It's this. This is what it is. And then Jeanette explains the moment that really broke her, where Ariana really irked her. Ariana came whistling in with excitement because she spent the previous evening playing charades at Tom Hanks' house. That was the moment I broke. I couldn't take it anymore. Music performances and magazine covers, whatever. I'll get over it. But playing a family game at National Treasurer, 2-time Academy Award winner, and 6-time nominee Tom Hanks' house, I'm done. I didn't like her. I couldn't like her. Pop star success I could handle, but hanging out with Sheriff Woody, with Forrest effing Gump, this has gone too far. So now every time she misses work, it feels like a personal attack. Every time something exciting happens to her, I feel like she robbed me of having that experience myself. I am a huge Ariana stan, and I am not one bit mad about anything that Jeanette said.
I don't disagree. That, like, if she was really in that kind of situation where they were holding her back and she was doing all this awesome shit, I would be fucking fucked up too, right?
I'd be pissed too.
Yo,
I
I'm
would be
telling
jealous
you,
of
man.
Ariana
it's
too, and
because
I
she
have
had that
not gone
talent.
through
She could
half
sing,
of what
you
Jeanette
know,
has
like,
gone through. I had so much
They
child.
treated her different. I can imagine that. And you're the star of the show. That's her show, basically.
It was whose show?
Her show, Sam and Cat.
It was supposed to be Sam's show.
It's supposed to be her show. She was from iCarly. She was the second person there.
Yeah,
And
she
this is
was.
supposed to be her first show, and then Ariana goes to be the second person in the show. But Ariana Grande.
Yeah, a lot of the child stars that got like,
pertaining
you know,
to
a lot
the
of
industry
issues. The
that
only
she's
one that
in, and she
I think
has
that made
this
it out like,
pressure to
pretty
be
good,
perfect,
as far as I know,
and
is
so
like
seeing
Hillary
it
Duff.
come easy
No.
to Ariana, I know must have been hard. Seeing her mom die while being on Sam and Cat, like just
Well, again, I don't
and
focus
dealing
on
with
this
all
stuff, so I
of
don't know like
that
how
must have
messed
been
up.
hard. I frequently
Macaulay
make the
Culkin
mistake
looks
of
like
comparing
his
my
wife
career to
is
Ariana's. I
all
can't
cat,
help it.
but-
I'm constantly in the same environment as her, and she doesn't exactly try to hide her
She
successes.
shouldn't have to
I don't know.
hide
I
her
guess I just
successes.
assume that Jeanette doesn't feel this way about Ariana anymore, especially now that she's poking fun about her feelings in this book. But what do you?
I mean, she's not hiding it no more. I feel like this is like.
Memoir, I'm glad
Alright, so
my
this was a
mom
little
died.
crazy though.
Her autobiography goes
I'm
over
gonna let
her
you know right now.
complicated relationship with her mother and makes shocking allegations about her
It's
time
crazy
on
to see
set.
it.
She
It was
claims
on-
the
it was on
creator of the show
Nickelodeon.
Sam and Cat supplied
This
her
can't
with
be bad.
alcohol and sexualized her on set. In the book, she says that when she left Nickelodeon for good, she was offered $300,000 in hush money to stop her from speaking publicly about her experiences, but she declined. McCurdy's co-star Ariana Grande was 16 at the time. In light of McCurdy's allegations, a fan resurfaced a YouTube compilation called Ariana Grande Being Sexualized on Victoria's for 2 minutes straight.
Uvula is that swingy thing in the back of your throat right here. So there's no way you could get it stuck between a hamster's toes. Have you ever tried to get your whole big toe in your mouth?
Funny, this is insane.
Check this out.
It's on Nickelodeon.
Sometimes I wonder if you can get juice from a potato. Is it possible for a teenage girl to drink water upside down? I'm thirsty. It's not possible.
I'm telling you, this is this is
This is on Nickelodeon?
this is on Nickelodeon. This was live on Nickelodeon.
Yo, my kids are not watching Nickelodeon.
Come on, give up the juice.
What do you think? Last week, Nickelodeon child star Jeanette McCurdy released her memoir,
I mean, it's just
I'm
like-
Glad My Mom
I
Died.
feel like we're yeah, it's the same. Oh, this is about that guy, basically. I don't know if we have time for that one, but what do you guys think?
That's like kind of
I would,
kind of
Well,
raunchy.
yeah,
but
more like, you know, a lot of-
I used to watch like all that.
that's what I'm saying, and that's the same director from all that. Like it's pretty crazy. I kind of want to get that book just to read it. Yeah, I was about to say like that book must be.
In her new book, she revealed that
interesting
an
as
intimidating
Jesus
figure who she
Christ.
calls the creator would do extremely inappropriate things to her, like photograph her in a
This
bikini
is
and
the
encourage her
one
to drink
where it
alcohol
shows
to
him,
loosen her up when she was a
basically.
teenager on the
that
show.
guy.
And the same
Yeah,
person
that
from
guy.
the network offered her
The reason why everything's
$300,000
fucked
to
up.
never talk about it, but she refused. Number 2 is Amanda Bynes, who was always oddly close to him, would call him a second dad, and almost moved in with him to get away from her own parents. Then Amanda Bynes wrote in a blind item that someone she used to call a second father had multiple incidents with her that left her battered and apparently unsure if she would be able to have kids in the future. And there's capital letters in the second sentence that spell out Dan did it. Number 3 is
What the
his P-word behavior
fuck?
and how he would sexualize the cast of his shows, like this chilling video of Liz Gillies fixing Ariana Grande's skirt when Dan would come around.
Hi, what's going on here? Are you sitting on the floor of the set?
4 is how he would emotionally and verbally abuse these kids, with many having stories about how awful he was to them.
I worked with an incredibly emotionally abusive producer. Humiliating and dehumanizing.
I was physically, mentally, emotionally abused in front of the
Peeps, we gotta go. Thanks for being here. Love you guys. Check you out next week.
Wild.
Have
Back
a
up.
good one. Thanks for being here.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Till next time.